Namaskar. I will be talking about Mahabharat Karn versus Bheem. My observation on Karn versus Bheem based on Mahabharat from Gita Press Gorakhpur, references from Karn Parv of Mahabharat. Before talking about Karn and Bheem, let us look at something very simple. Ignorance is bliss, but misinformation is curse. Why is it so? If you do not know about something, that's okay. But if you know about something which is wrong, that's worse than not knowing it. Let us talk about Dhanurdhar in Mahabharata. Quite a few people talk about Arjun versus Karn. There are some others also considered top archers like Bhis, Dorn. But does anyone debate between Karn and Bhim who is better archer or Dhanurdhar? I am guessing no. In fact, when it comes to Bhim, most refer to him as Gadadhari, mace wielding Bhim, or simply Bhim is not a Dhanurdhar or archer. When asked for source of this observation, nobody has any answer, or some will say everyone knows Mahabharat TV serial, or last but not least, there is an old movie, Jane Bhi Do Yaro, where Bhim is referred as Sant Gadadhari Bhim Sant. And that seems to have struck to Bhim that okay, Bhim is not a Dhanurdhar, he is Gadadhari and he fights only with mace. Observation of Bhim as not archer Dhanurdhar are ridiculous. I will say they are borderline dumb. Why so? Source of Mahabharata should be Mahabharata itself, not some interpretation driven by XYZ. There are several authentic Mahabharata versions. Most reputed ones are Mahabharat Critical Edition or Mahabharat Gita Press Gorakhpur. There is little bit of differences between the two, but not many. For this discussion, I am using Mahabharat from Gita Press. Now I will suggest people to refer to actual book for any observation I am making. If you want to refer to critical edition, which is considered more reputed, or it has like much older references in there, you can get the same information or similar information from there also. I am using Gita Press Gorakhpur. It has Sanskrit version as well as Hindi translation, and I am using those. If you are looking for English translation, those are also available online, and you can simply go to Gita Press version or critical edition version and look at the information by chapter number and slok numbers. Let us focus on Karn Parv in Mahabharata, which are days 16 and 17, when Karn is the Pradhan Senapati or head or commander of Kaurav army. I am picking just one occasion, although there are several other places that are about Karn and Bhim fighting. This is Panchasatmo Adhyay, Karn और भीमसेन का युद्ध और कर्ण का पलायन. Or I can translate in roughly, Karn and Bhim are fighting. This is a battle, and the result of battle is Karn is running away. These are three sloks. All these three sloks, they talk about how Bhim and Karn are fighting. And in first slok, Bhim is using his bow and he is pulling it very hard and releases an arrow with the intention to kill Karn. This arrow hits Karn really hard, and because of this hard hitting arrow, Senapati Karn becomes almost unconscious and falls down in the back of his chariot. This is just three slokas where I'm just picking up the information. Number one, Bhim is using dhanus or bow. Second thing, he is hitting Karn so hard that Karn almost becomes unconscious. The result at the end of this adhyay, Karn runs away. This is next adhyay, Ek Panchama Satmo adhyay. Here also I am picking up three different verses. In first verses, Bhimsen is using arrows to kill several sons of Dhritarashtra. In this one he is covering Karn with arrows. Bhim is releasing so many arrows that in front of Dhritarashtra's various sons, Karn is covered in arrow. Then in the next verse, Karn is hitting Bhism. And now Karn is referred to Uttam Astron ke Gyata or Vivyadh Parmastro. In this one, basically Karn has access to several divyas or mighty weapons, and that Karn is hitting Bhim by 9 arrows. Bhalla is a type of arrow. So he is using 9 arrows to hit Bhim, and he makes Bhim is hurt or ghayal. So he is basically hurt. Then, after getting hurt with those 9 arrows, Bhim responds with his own 7 arrows, which he beats Karan with. So he beats Karan with 7 arrows. The quick outcome for this also is that Bhim and Karn, they are both fighting with bow and arrow, and as much as Bhim is hurt by 9 arrows of Karn, Bhim also is able to hurt Karn with 7 arrows. These are just 2 occasions. I have shared one instance where Karn is defeated by Bhim using Dhanush. There are several other instances of Karn and Bhim fighting before this, and most of those battles are fought as archer with warriors breaking even. These are quick list of several chapters where the heading itself is mentioning that Bhim and Karn are fighting and what is the outcome of those. I am going to refer to these in a very summarized way. 129. Bhim and Karn fighting and Karn is defeated. 131. Bhim is defeating Karn. 132. Bhim and Karn fighting a major battle. 133. Bhim and Karn fighting. Karn's chariot and charioteer both are destroyed. 134. Bhim and Karn fighting, and at the end Karn ka palayan or Karn runs away. 135. Dhritarashtra is narrating or mentioning Bhimsen's power or might. 136. Bhim or Karn ka yudh, Bhim and Karn fighting, and Karn ka palayan, Karn runs away. 137. Bhim and Karn ka yudh, again Bhim and Karn are fighting. 138. Bhim and Karn have a major battle. 139. Bhim and Karn major battle. First Bhim wins and then Karn wins. When Karn is winning, Arjun interferes, and with Arjun's arrow, both Karn and Ashwasthama run away. Conclusion. Karn has large number of Divyastra on his side. Bhim is an expert archer and comparable to Karn. Bhim has fought large number of battles as archer, defeating and killing several opponents. Again, these are not all inclusive, but Bhim is definitely an archer, and in archer, as an archer, when he is fighting with Karn, he is able to defeat Karn several times. Please remember, defeating is not same as killing. In this, neither Bhim is killing Karn or nor Karn is killing Bhim. But when a battle is fought, there are several outcomes. Sometimes the person who is fighting simply runs away. Second time, they are not able to fight back, they become unconscious or they fall down, and sometimes there is another person who comes in between, and instead of fighting these two fighting together, they start fighting with the other person. But nutshell, yes, Bhim may not be referred as expert archer, but he is definitely an expert archer when we look at Mahabharata text. What does it tell us? It tells us that source of information is very important. If we try to refer to something which should be referred from Mahabharata, and there is a interpretation or there is a translation or there is a summary, they may not do justice to the real text. When you look at the real text, you will realize Bheem is an expert archer, and he is not just expert archer of common level, he is one of the top archer, and he is able to fight with Karn 1:1 several times. He gets defeated a couple of times, but he is also able to defeat Karn several times. I hope if you have any questions on Mahabharata, next time you will refer to the real text and not some summaries or interpretations which may or may not be correct. Thank you very much.